About 5 years ago, I came to this very city, which is Tianjin, way up north, close to Beijing. And I was visiting APT displays, and we're visiting them again here today. And they've made a lot of progress in the last 5 years. It's actually been quite impressive to see that. But more importantly, I'm here to see how, honestly, the electric bike display is getting better and better, because at that time, APT displays made the very first TFT display, which we'll kind of go into detail showing you some of those in a minute. But for now, they've got other innovations coming, like their touchscreen display that they released fairly recently, and a lot more. So let's go ahead and go inside and check it out. First up is the touchscreen display, which is simply called the T1 Touch. This display finally merges the detail and granular stats with an easy way to access them. I don't need to tell you how important touchscreens are to our modern world. If you need a hint, you can look in your pocket. But for a long time, this feature has been kept behind a significant paywall on electric bikes. Instead of clicking through 3-button selectors like an old video game, e-bike displays are now entering the 21st century. This has amazing potential because now electric bicycle brands can customize the display metrics and how to access them through this product. This will unlock amazing features that we have yet to even theorize. So yeah, it sounds hyperbolic, but it's the same imagination that Steve Jobs was able to excite when he announced the first iPhone. Some people at the time just thought it was a gimmicky web browser, but speaking of Apple, the display is actually compatible with Apple Find My. Now, the display has a Bluetooth connection for other added features, making one giant leap towards future-proofing as well. I got the chance to ride a test bike with the APT T1 Touch display, and it was pretty cool. The display was bright and easy to read with a speedometer motif on it, and despite the fact that I'm biking around pedestrians in a foreign country, there was a sense of ease on the controls, and the display was a welcome part of that. Now, even if the display can operate at motorcycle voltages up to 100 volts, I'm more than happy to ride it on a bicycle, especially in China. I'm a little too rich for my blood at the moment. By the way, I want to take a minute and say that I really enjoyed the time at APT. The people are very typical of cycling professionals here in the States. That is to say that they are down to earth, knowledgeable, supportive, and generally I'd say kind of salt of the earth. So the next display from APT is the 860C. Now this guy also has Bluetooth and Apple Find My, along with a proximity auto start, but it also is showcasing a navigation function through that same Bluetooth connection. Now, I grew up with navigation provided by Rand McNally, but in this day and age, your bicycle can now tell you where to go. This display is also super thin and works through the elements. It can provide charging for the phone that is also supplying the internet connection for navigation, so that's a good mutual thing there. Now, my first thought was that I generally know where I'm going on a bicycle, and of course I'm not the target market for this feature as it sounds, but I think that it would be really cool for perhaps resorts, sports centers, large-scale events like CES, and of course for the rental bikes that you see around a new city. There are a bunch of people who are out there moving one building to another, shuffling around city streets in unfamiliar places. That's where I see this thing shining. You know, I think it could be good for couriers or delivery folks who are new to an area, which from what I understand is quite common. Now, what other use can you think of for navigation on an electric bicycle? You can let me know in the comment section below. Moving on, let's talk about the 580C. This is honestly one of my favorites, and subscribers to the channel already know why. Pretty small. It's 2 inches for the main display, which also integrates the button functions into a single unit. This little guy has a 180-degree viewing angle, a sturdy design, and it's obviously made for folding or compact bikes, but I would totally rock it on a mountain bike or even a commuter. Now, despite my inkling, it still carries all the modern conveniences of Bluetooth connection and the trappings that come with it. To me, the small size is an asset because it tells you everything that you want to know without taking up a lot of space. The more room for accessories, the mental room for enjoying the ride. I like small displays a lot. This little guy is also airtight, which is adding good durability in terrible weather. Or if you dream about riding an electric bike on the moon, I guess the display would work. It's a start. I don't know about the other stuff. By the way, all the displays that we're talking about are legit. They are CE ROHS EN 15194 certified, and they are CAN and UART protocol designed. They carry at least IPX5 waterproofing rating, But really the first three that we've already mentioned, those are IPX7, which is even better. This last one is the lone one that is IPX5, and that is the 750C. The 750C is the display for those who want it all. It has a dual speed and wattage dial right in the main screen, giving you instant and recognizable stats as you push the limits. The bracket and frame are integrated, making for a sleek and very sturdy design. As a matter of fact, this display is specifically made for high-performance bikes, tested rigorously on vibrating frames over and over again. Now, the motorcycle motif is also great for actual electric motorcycle applications, and the display itself can be customized to show a few more details along those dials. This one was pretty dope to ride with because it gives you that adventurous feeling, and also I could quickly glance down to the stats when I wanted to. Having all of this built into the single unit is incredible, and the remote switch gave easy access anywhere on the handlebars. APT has a bunch of other displays on their website, not just these four. These are just the new ones that they wanted to highlight. Because honestly, we've come a long way from where the company was just 5 years ago when I first visited. Back then, the 500C was the new kid on the block, and I'm confident that you've already seen this display in other places. At the time, I had forecasted that the proliferation of displays would ensure my own job security, but the real power has been all the work that companies like APT have been putting into making compelling products year after year. They've been in the lab and in the street adding in more features and offering more customization options for bike companies and conversion companies, large and small. It's great to see some of the team at APT displays, and like I said, it's even better to see the displays and how far they've come along. It's really exciting to be in this burgeoning industry that's getting better and better with each and every year. If you want to see more videos from the trip to China, be sure and check out this playlist, or you can check out contact for APT displays by checking the description below. I'm Mikey for Blue Monkey Bicycles, and I will see you on the later.